What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the Philly Frenzy podcast. And tonight we are talking MJ versus LeBron versus Kobe as the GOAT. I'm here with my buddy Rob, as always. What's going on, Rob?
What's going on, man? Excited to get into the topic.
And we got King Tay and Zero Dark Jelly in the building. What's going on, boys?
What's going on?
All right, so Tay, I'm gonna let you start with this because this was your idea to do LeBron versus Jordan, and then we'll jump in.
Yeah, I've been waiting to hear this part from Ted because I want to hear this.
All right, man. So yeah, let's jump right into it, guys. So we got MJ versus LeBron in the GOAT debate topic, but we also threw Kobe Bryant in there since he was mentioned. But also, if there's any other guys that you guys want to mention, hey, throw them in the pot. We'll talk about it. But this is what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to before we give our personal opinions, I'm going to go ahead and give the career accolades and stat lines of all three guys. So we'll be able to hear everything in detail. And then after that, we go into our personal opinions and who we think is the GOAT. All right, so first I'm gonna start with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, he was a 14-time All-Star, 3-time Steel Champion, 11-time All NBA. He was 84, 85 on the All Rookie team. He was 87, 88 Defensive Player of the Year. He's a 5-time MVP, 10-time scoring champ, 6-time NBA champ, 9-time All Defense, 3-time All Star MVP, 6-time Finals MVP, 84, 85 Rookie of the Year. That is Michael Jordan. Let that
Hold
sink
on,
in.
let's give a moment of silence for that.
Yes, make sure that you take that in, let it soak in real good. That was a long list of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Got that?
Discussion
All
over
right.
now.
All right, now let's go to Kobe. We're going to go to Kobe, man. Kobe was an 18-time All-Star. Rest in peace, Kobe. He was a 5-time NBA champ, a 12-time on the All Defense 12 times, a 4-time All-Star MVP, 07, 08 MVP, league MVP, 2-time scoring champ, 96, 97 All Rookie team, and 2-time Finals MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Kobe Bryant. And last but not least, we have LeBron James, which is currently a 17-time All-Star. It might actually be 18 now, but 17-time All-Star, 16-time All-NBA team, 03-04 All-Rookie team. He's a 4-time Finals MVP, 4-time NBA champ, 03-04 Rookie of the Year, 07-08 scoring champ, 6-time All-Defensive team, and 3-time All-Star MVP. Now, when we're talking about the all-time scoring list of the NBA, all three of these guys are in the top five. You have Michael Jordan being number 5. Kobe actually passed MJ at number 4, and LeBron passed both of them at number 3 on the all-time scoring list. So I know I just did a whole bunch of rambling about these guys' personal stats. I don't know how much you guys actually took in there or what you might already know, but whoever want to start first, man, you go ahead and shoot, and yeah, I'll definitely jump in.
Oh, what? Give our choices for who's the GOAT.
Yeah, like I want all three of you to let me know who you think is the GOAT first before you give your personal opinions, and then we're just gonna get right into this, man.
All right, who wants to start it off?
All right,
Go ahead, Matt.
Me?
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
The GOAT. The GOAT. The GOAT. I gotta go.
For what you say now, man.
I'm just gonna throw mine out. I'm not even gonna make an explanation. I'm gonna throw mine. I'm a diehard Bulls fan. I can be biased, whatever. I'm a Jordan era guy. I've seen all three of them play live, in real life. You know what I mean? I'm going with Jordan. He's just a top notch player. I mean, like I don't take into account let's say, okay, you take into account whatever. I don't like the All-Star games. I say that's that's not even a vote I really count or accolade I really count, because that's kind of like that's like a people's choice kind of thing, I feel, for the most part. They kind of switched it up a little bit, but it's just that All-Star thing. I kind of throw that out the window. That's great. That's great accolade for individuals and stuff like that to see that. The scoring title thing. That's great. Because I guess every sport's this offensive minded kind of thing. They sells more tickets and all that stuff. Also, too, the one other thing that I really don't take into account of for these three people, because they play different spans of careers, especially Jordan taking a break. The all-time scoring list. You know what I mean? Like LeBron played a lot longer than Jordan. Kobe played longer than Jordan. Like it's like if Jordan didn't stop and he went into the league out of high school, I think they would have never passed him in the all-time scoring list. It would never happened. Wouldn't have happened.
So Matt, who you guys the GOAT, man?
I mean, I'm gonna keep going back and forth. It's tough for me to put and pinpoint and say which one would be quote unquote my GOAT. Now, Jelly and Rob and I were talking earlier. Jordan to me is the quote unquote GOAT, but he isn't better than LeBron at some things, and LeBron isn't better than Jordan at some things, and
like finals.
If you're going off of accolades and you're going off of accolades and championships, then I guess you're going Jordan.
If you're going off of championships, it's Bill Russell.
Well, Bill Russell's not in the conversation.
What do you want to? You want to take it to? I mean, Bill Russell's an all-time winner of everything: high school, college, everything.
Yeah.
You can go off. We're not just going off championship. We're going like there's another thing with Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like he took a break. You guys, people don't take into account. He took a break to go play a secondary sport. If that man never took a break, do you really think he would only have 6 rings?
2 whole seasons, right? Something like that.
Yes. Do you think he would only have 6 rings?
No, he'd have at least 7.
He'll have 8.
There we go.
He'd have at least one more for sure.
Yes, at least one more for sure.
I could say one with 100% certainty in one of those 3 years he wins it.
Yes, absolutely.
And then I would still give it a 60 to 80% chance that he gets 2.
So I guess I'll go Jordan.
No. Go with who you want.
No.
If you really had to choose,
if I had,
you're good, Phil.
If I had to choose the greatest of all time, in my opinion, it's Jordan. When it comes to everything, but
yeah.
LeBron can do things better than Jordan can. Kobe can do things better than LeBron can. And then it's like LeBron could do things better than, or Kobe could do things better than LeBron. Kobe could do things better than Jordan. Like, you're talking about 3 guys. All right, so this is like a conversation where the greatest of all time, this is like the greatest of each decade. Like, it was Jordan of the 90s, Kobe of the 2000s, and then LeBron since.
Yeah, but if you go back to it, you want to start it off, right? Who does everyone want to be better of? Which ghost are they chasing?
Jordan.
They're not chasing LeBron ghost. They're not chasing the Kobe ghost. They're chasing the Jordan ghost. They said it right when LeBron came in the league. He's chasing that Jordan ghost. Everybody wants to be Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan might as well be the fucking icon of the NBA. He might as well be the logo.
Be like Mike.
You know what I mean? Like when every top-notch rookie comes in the league and they have like a Jordan-esque kind of game or dominance, they're chasing Michael Jordan's ghost. They're not chasing LeBron James. In the future, down the line, because after LeBron retires, they might be chasing LeBron James ghost. But right now, as of right now, people are still comparing people to Michael Jordan, not comparing people to LeBron James or Kobe Bryant.
Rob?
And Michael Jordan has been out of the game for a while.
Rob?
Rob, who's your GOAT?
For me right now, it's still Jordan. LeBron has the ability to pass him. Give me another 2 chips. Give me another league MVP. Especially at this age, if he can do that, then it may swing in his favor. But there was just a mystique about Michael Jordan, man. Especially in those prime years, it was just like you almost could have chalked up Jordan to win the finals for like a 4 or 5 year stretch. Like, it was just expected that Chicago was going to win the finals. Beginning of the year, everybody just knew, like, it's Jordan's finals to lose. It's Jordan's finals to lose. I don't feel like necessarily. I mean, LeBron's had that a little bit, but not at this. I feel like not at quite at the same level. Jordan was and still is the biggest global basketball icon of all time, and he did it without the internet.
Very true.
Where
Very
you
true.
at?
And
True.
Where you at, Tay? Where's your goat?
Well, process of elimination. Rest in peace to him. But unfortunately, Kobe really can't be this debate to me because Kobe. Everybody knows Kobe was like supposed to be the second coming of MJ. Some people considered him as the second coming of MJ, but he wanted to be just like Mike for real. I mean, everything in Kobe's game, he mimicked Jordan. I mean, he really wanted to be like Jordan.
I'm gonna turn that into a phrase just to tick Matt off. He's the store brand Michael Jordan, bro.
oh man.
You can't. Okay.
Hold
That's
the Walmart Michael Jordan.
You can't.
Oh, the Walmart. He's not even a top-notch brand.
He
He's
didn't
like
go
Walmart.
there, did
You
he?
can't say store brand. You can't say Walmart brand. None of that. Kobe's 5-1 in the NBA Finals, and Kobe was snubbed of 4 MVPs. Four, not one,
Can
not
agree with
two, not three,
If they put
4.
Michael Jordan on sale, it would be called Kobe Bryant. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, that
Discount.
that Walmart $39.98 Kobe Bryant.
And if
I gotta
Kobe,
stop it.
if Kobe didn't lose to Boston the year that Boston's Big Three won, and he got them 4 MVPs that he deserved, we would not be having a discussion right now of LeBron and MJ because MJ and Kobe would both be 6-0 in the finals, and Kobe would have 5 MVPs.
And how many MVPs has LeBron been snubbed out of in just the last 5 years? 3 of them?
They stopped giving
Let's not-
LeBron MVPs just to switch it up, bro.
Exactly.
Really.
Like I don't me myself, I don't like that MVP award. I honestly I don't.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's terrible. It's the most valuable player. Who can you take off that team? Basically, the player that
Yeah.
you take off that team, and that team would just be dog shit.
That's my point is, yeah, it's all well and good that Russell Westbrook had a triple-double for a season. What did it do for his team?
Yeah,
Nada. Zilch.
But
Nothing.
that's my thing. That's my thing, guys. Like you come back to this whole debate of the GOAT. If you take Michael Jordan off that team, you think the Bulls are going to go to the championship?
I mean, they almost did one season.
I
but
mean,
Yeah, they almost did one season. Great. That's great. One season.
When
Great.
he left that team, they still went to the playoffs.
Oh, that's great. They went to the playoffs. That's good. Okay. But did they win the championship?
Well, what happened
not.
when
Of
LeBron
course
left
not.
his teams?
When LeBron left, yeah,
They had the number one pick in the next
But the
draft.
thing is,
I think.
if LeBron left the Lakers right now, do you think like in the bubble, do you think they would have won the championship? I do.
No,
You don't think so?
Oh no.
no, God,
That might be a tough no.
I do. I don't. I just feel like
LeBron-
that
it's
NBA
easy,
was
though.
that weak. It was weak. I mean, the
if
bubble was weak
LeBron
itself.
leaves right now, if LeBron didn't play this season, and you kept all the same guys from last year that won a championship, and took LeBron off the team, they'd be lucky to get the 8th seed in the West.
I don't know about that.
With a healthy AD,
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Just see Anthony Davis on the Pelicans all over again. Anthony Davis has already proven he can't do it on his own.
More upgrade than the Pelicans now, Rob.
I think the Pelicans,
Thank
some
you.
of the Pelicans rosters that Anthony Davis had more talent around him minus LeBron.
Oh hell no.
I actually would agree with that. That Pelicans team, when they had Rondo and DeMarcus Cousins and the pieces they had around them, they were actually pretty good.
I'm saying
Rondo is a great player, but he's not he's not like, oh damn, it's Rondo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm saying
he's not a
if you
scorer. Like I don't know. Like what?
if you take LeBron off of this Lakers team, would you rather have Anthony Davis and the remaining Lakers roster
Right
or
now?
Anthony Davis, Boogie Cousins, Rajon Rondo of 5 years ago? I'd rather have that Pelicans team.
I'm gonna take the Lakers.
Lakers.
Pelicans.
But listen though, I hate to say it, but ifs is always a big thing. What could have been is always a big thing. But the facts still remain that Kobe just couldn't get it done to the degree of Michael Jordan. Even though he was really chasing that ghost of Michael Jordan, he just could not get there. So Kobe, especially after Shaq left, Kobe struggled from the time Shaq left all the way until he got Pau Gasol. So,
True.
sorry, man, but yeah, he's definitely. So it's between MJ and LeBron, right?
I don't say that. I don't see that as taking anything away from Kobe either. To say he's one notch underneath LeBron and Jordan, because that notch is filled with Shaq and Tim Duncan and Charles Barkley and Dirk Nowitzki
But
and
are
all
we-
the other.
Oh, yeah.
Are we looking at the teams they play? Or are we looking at individuals?
We are looking at individuals. Here.
Individuals.
That's what we have to look at.
So
Yeah,
that's why I would still put. I don't know. That's why me myself, even though he struggled, whatever. Okay, well, LeBron struggled. MJ struggled.
Let me rephrase that. We are looking at individuals, but I guess there's no way that you can't kind of still tangle in the team.
Okay.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying.
But we're tangling in a team. Look, I'm not going to say Kobe's the best of all time. I'm not saying that. But for people to not put Kobe into this discussion because they struggled at certain points in his career, guess what? Michael Jordan's team struggled at certain points of his career before they got Scottie. So this whole he didn't have Shaq or the times between not having Shaq and having Pau Gasol was a struggle. That was literally the beginning of Jordan's career before he got Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant.
Yeah, you mean all the times he got ousted by Detroit and Boston in the first
So
round.
they're just coming at different times.
Every one of these guys has flaws, bro. There's no perfect player, and there's no guy that has really ever, other than early NBA when every team maybe had one real dominant guy. It became a duos game real quick. Like, you got to have that dynamic duo. You had to have Jordan and Scottie, Shaq and Kobe, LeBron and D-Wade.
But you can't say that. Kobe didn't mimic.
LeBron had more than both of them combined of duos.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of duos because of new NBA and how now you could just team up with people and.
But that's why I feel like it doesn't, like, LeBron doesn't get that little bump above Jordan because he went to chase for those teams. Kobe stuck through it. Jordan stuck through it. Why couldn't LeBron?
They were also both with better organization.
What you're saying?
The Cleveland Cavaliers are trash, and everybody knows it. They were trash before LeBron got there. He left. They immediately had the number one freaking pick, got Kyrie Irving, and said, "Oh, if we can also bring Kevin Love in to be the third wheel, will you come back?"
So then LeBron was like, "Oh yeah, now you got me a piece. I want to come back and I want to win championship because I know I can because I got my duo." Instead of sticking it out, and they possibly could have got those picks anyways.
But they would have never.
I'm gonna say this about that though.
With LeBron James, they would never had a top pick
with
LeBron James there because he would have drugged that sorry fucking team to the playoffs year after year after year just to get ousted because he had nobody else with him.
I'm gonna spark something here with my answer. I'm gonna spark something here, so y'all get ready. Well, it may not spark nothing, but it's between MJ and LeBron for me, right?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
MJ is still my GOAT, so I think all three of us agree on who we think right now is the GOAT. But at the same time, I can't fault anybody who says LeBron James is.
What? I'm about
now,
to hang up.
That may spark something.
Yeah, it sparked something. I'm about to hang up.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Hear me out. So
I think you can make a very strong case for LeBron to be.
And I'm gonna say this: I can't fault any, especially younger kids, but I can't fault some people for claiming he is the GOAT or quickly want to come up to it. And this is why. If we're talking about individual players, if we're going to break down individual players, to me personally, I think LeBron has the more all-around game than all three of them. Me. Now, some people may not agree to that.
I
some
agree
people
with that.
may.
Really? Oh, he does. So that when they played the
See,
Warriors.
now
he
we're
had
still
the
trying to
all-around
break
game.
down downfalls. See, that's
No,
I can't.
we're talking about individuals. What in those series in the individual was he could he fuck with KD?
KD got the best of them at that time.
KD's also
Got the best of them.
7
But I could
foot and
definitely
7 years younger.
KD also may be the best scorer of all time.
Okay, that's great, but
that's a fact.
Yeah.
But see, LeBron,
And the
bro,
one spot for sure I would say that Jordan was better was defense.
there you go.
he was defensive player of the year. I mean, LeBron is not
physical on ball defense. Michael Jordan was better than LeBron. LeBron's a better passer by far.
Yeah.
And
Jordan played in a whole different era. Those guys are a whole lot tougher.
they can both score the ball at will whenever they want to.
LeBron's
Because you can't stop Jordan. Jordan don't have to pass. Because Jordan has a killer instinct. If these shots are gonna come down on me and we're gonna lose, it's gonna come down on me.
Jordan and Kobe had a certain mentality that LeBron was not able to adapt because he's just a total different player. I mean, and nothing's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
In his mind, it's better to pass to the wide open guy.
I feel like there's something wrong with that. If you are the best player in the world, the best player on the court, and the final shot or the key moment comes down to it, you need to have the ball in your hands. You don't need to be making that pass. You're 6'9", 260 some odd pounds, freight train. Who is going to stop you? Who in the right mind?
You're right, but at the same,
you're going to either get a foul or you're going to score.
And there's a lot of times that a lot of people, including myself, wish that LeBron, especially in the early years, would have took that on, and he was kind of shying away from that a little bit. So it was a part of growth. But I will say on that Miami team, especially the first year that they won, I think in like 2012, whenever that was, he adapted that and we started seeing a whole different animal. A lot of people consider that LeBron the best LeBron. But to me personally, I feel like LeBron, as far as an all-around game, he thinks IQ a lot over that killer mentality. But all in all, I feel like his game is not a lot better, but is better. And a lot of people criticize LeBron. A lot of people hate on LeBron, and a lot of people say something about. I think what's interesting about LeBron,
Jordan would have had this kind of heat if he played in the internet era too. That's just what happens now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this:
greatness gets hated all around. How many of us here actually like Tom Brady? Exactly.
I know, but he's great.
Exactly, but we can recognize he's great. But that's what people say about LeBron all the time. They knock all of his shit. But then if you told them, all right, but seriously, though, they'd be like, well, yeah, he's great. But they like to troll. People like to troll. You don't think people would have said Jordan? Of course they would have, because that's just who people are.
Can I touch on
you're always gonna have criticism. Right before you get to the topic, bro, I was gonna finish this real quick.
Go ahead.
People criticize LeBron, especially when it comes to the scoring aspect, and that he was not as much as a killer and everything. But I'm gonna tell you one thing that's very interesting about LeBron. To have passed so much, to have so many assists, be the lifeline of his team that the way that he has had to over all these years. I mean, this man has carried sorry teams to the finals over and over. This man has just done everything. I mean, I'm talking about defense, everything on offense, being the point guard, being the rebounder, being the scorer. LeBron has literally done it all. And what's really crazy to me is that he still both of them on the scoring list. Matter of fact, he's going to pass Karl Malone, so he's going to be number 2 all time. That's saying a lot.
So
and he may be the only guy. He may be the only guy to catch Kareem, and he's in his 17th season. Kobe played 20,
but key point right there. Key point: 17 seasons.
20. And the thing about
Kobe played a long time too, right?
Yes, people play different years,
but they came out from college. Like
Yes.
This whole LeBron is gonna pass and be the leading scorer of all time. LeBron has one up on these guys. These guys played 3 to 4 years in college and then played 20 seasons in the NBA.
Kobe.
Okay.
Like LeBron
High
came
school.
straight from
Like
high school.
I think what Matt's trying to say is they took their decline a lot quicker than LeBron has. A lot quicker.
I
From,
guess
from not
so,
going
but
to high
that's
school.
also a product of look at what LeBron does with his body, bro. The man spends millions of dollars a year in the offseason to make sure he's in the most peak athletic shape of
That's
anybody on the planet
Yeah, but
Earth.
That's great.
I respect
That's
that.
great.
But my whole thing
I
is
respect that, but the whole thing. Do you know what Jordan like? They didn't have that technology back then where they could do that. You know what I mean? Like they like.
Oh,
like
I have, but I
the last person
I'm
to come out of
just
high
saying.
school from what from Malone era. What was Kevin Garnett?
yeah.
Wasn't McGrady out of high school?
Yes, but that was McGrady, I believe, was in '97. The
gap
quote me
between
on that.
high school players coming out of high school, I think, was Malone to Kevin Garnett.
I know why LeBron, no matter what he does, though, would never pass Jordan in my book. It's like a real easy answer. You know why, though? Beat perfection, bro.
Yeah.
Beat it. And when I say perfection, I don't mean like as a player, because no player is perfect. But every NBA Finals this man has touched, he won.
Thank you.
NBA Finals this man has went to, he's never let it go to a Game 7.
Thank you.
This man has had so many clutch moments. It's ridiculous.
He
And
has a whole
wouldn't have
commercial about him. He has a whole commercial.
Oh man, and his commercials will live forever. And like it's crazy because if he would have never left and came back for Washington, which it was cool, he still came back and still played really good to be his age that he was. But
He averages 20 some odd points
He averaged
At
25 points a game still.
at 40 something years old.
but what everybody's real last memory of Jordan? His real last memory over Bill Russell in the '98 NBA Finals last season. Rick. I don't know any player who's went perfect like that in the finals and who does all these things, all these accolades. And I'm gonna ask y'all this question real quick. Someone who doesn't look at basketball, don't know nothing about basketball, and you had the stat sheet or the accolades from all three of these guys. You looked at what they've done over their careers and a couple other things. Who would you guys think point?
So if you go with just accolades, chip,
Just accolades.
and all that, and you discount stats, it's Jordan. Because you'll go 6 for 6 in titles, all the MVPs, all the defensive, all teams and all that stuff. When you add in stats, that's when somebody didn't watch basketball. I think the argument will obviously start leaning a little bit LeBron's way because of how ridiculous his career stats are across the board with rebounds, points, and assists, all being in top 5 in NBA history. Is as soon as you look at that, if you've never watched it, you're like, oh, well, that guy, obviously.
I agree with that. Those are great accolades. It's amazing. I'm not going to listen. LeBron James right now, he's the best player on the planet. He's the best player to play the game right now. In this
When do you
era.
think he became? What year do you think he really took the title as the number one player?
As the number one player when he stepped in the court?
Nah, because 03,
No,
04.